Hi everybody, welcome back to Donutsville. Welcome back to the Sipsco Coast. Look, the jewel of the Sipsco Coast itself, Donutsville, just sitting there being a town with wind power and Disneyland over here. Disney World, I can't remember which one it was. And Trashland. And of course, Pretzel Balls Junction here as well. And the showpiece of the entire city, town for now, this gigantic donut with cops traveling on it. Wonderful. We're back. Are you guys excited? I mean, the game comes out tomorrow, and I know a lot of you guys have pre-ordered it. And there's always a big debate about whether or not you should pre-order games. A lot of people that know a lot about games will say never pre-order a game. Wait until it's out, wait till the reviews are in and stuff, wait to see if you like it, sort of thing. Don't pre-order a game and give money to a company without knowing exactly what you're getting, because sometimes they promise stuff that they don't deliver or whatever. But I can safely say in this case, if you have pre-ordered this game and you like city builders, you're in for a treat. It's very, very good, well worth pre-ordering, and it's out tomorrow. So even if you haven't pre-ordered it, you can just buy it tomorrow if you want to, if you like this game. I'm not under any obligation to say that either. I'm not making any money off of this game from Paradox or anything like that. I think it's a wonderful game myself. I play it a lot in my spare time. I really enjoy recording it, so I can't recommend it enough. Great. All right. Well, Donutsville is coming along really well. It's looking really nice. It's very curvy and sort of all over the place, but I quite like to make cities like that if I can. We got the old junction here. Actually, we can probably do with naming this. We'll give this as like its own district. This will be nice. Look, we'll have it sort of like encompass. Oh, we can't. Oh, it's just the tip for now. But maybe later we can encompass the entire shaft and. Well, these horrific pretzel balls here too. For now, it'll be called Barlow Park, or should we just call it? We could just call it the tip for now, and then we can call it its full name, Pretzel Balls Junction, once we get everything in place. Now, a couple of people have been saying that potentially I messed up here. Because I think the roundabout is its own type of road. I think that's what people are saying. So if you check here, see this roundabout here, it does actually have crosswalks and stuff. It's a one-way and it goes all around. We might have too many lanes here and it's actually causing slowdowns. Look, see the traffic is actually stopping. It's not flowing around a roundabout like it should be. If you've ever used a roundabout in real life before, you'll know that they generally don't get too backed up unless the traffic is like particularly crazy that day, but they normally help flow traffic, and in this case it doesn't seem to be. Look, they're all stopping here all the time. They shouldn't be stopping here, so let's we'll pause, we'll destroy this roundabout and we'll recreate it from scratch, because I think I upgraded with the wrong roads. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of work here. We're gonna have to get this down again. What we'll do is we'll get it down like here, right in the center if we can. Perfect. Okay. And then we'll just delete these little spokes that come off like we did last time, and connect it all up again, hopefully with these two-way roads, like so. Fine. And like so. It's kind of wrecked like the circular sort of part of it, but that's okay. And we want to make sure that these one-way roads are going the right way. So we want one to come down like that and one to go like that. And let's see if this makes a difference. It'll be interesting to see. Are they stopping? I mean, already that is flowing much better, isn't it? So it must be the case then. Look, nobody's stopping or anything. So I upgraded it with the wrong road. So what I did last time was I used large roads, large one-way roads, and I used this upgrade road tool and upgraded it. And of course, it changed it from the actual roundabout road to a one-way road that has stop signs or street lights or whatever. And that was actually causing more traffic problems. Now it's flowing a lot better, and I think what we can do when we want to upgrade is when we unlock large roundabouts, not cloverleaf intersections, large roundabouts, which is, well, fairly soon, we can upgrade to that, and that'll help the flow of traffic even better. Oh man, it looks like a little bit deformed now though. That's the only thing. I kind of bitterly regret changing it, because it did look a lot better before. Now it's sort of like egg-shaped. It looks like it's just like been mutilated somewhat. And it's not the same as it was, but unfortunately, we're just going to have to live with it. Great. Okay, so back to work. What do we need? We need lots of residential. We could probably branch out. We can make some more residential somewhere. Do we want to have, like, something down here, residential-wise? I think maybe we do. Look, there's a couple of abandoned buildings here, and these people are looking for workers. I think they might be looking for workers because of education, but also because of the fact that we are actually missing people, and there's a really big demand for residential. We can set up another little residential area over here, potentially. You know, have some competition for old Donutsville over here. Some people were suggesting that maybe I should make, like, Bagelsville or something like that. I mean, I love bagels. I won't even hide the fact that I do enjoy a bagel. And I was thinking, well, fine. Maybe we can make Bagelsville. We can make it some competition for Donutsville. It'll be like Shelbyville and Springfield all over again. You know, you'll have to go down here. You'll have to use... Bagelsville will insist that this roundabout is bagel-shaped, whereas Donutsville will insist that it's actually theirs and it's donut-shaped. And that can be like the source of the competition between the two towns. I'm liking that. I think we're going to go for it. Great. Okay, well, we'll have it branch off, like, down here then. And then we'll just make this, like... The only problem with Bagelsville is that it's going to be very, very close to Trashland, which is not overly desirable. I mean, it'll be pretty close to Disney World here, too, so at least that's something, right? But at the same time, maybe not so much, because in this case, Disney World is actually just an industrial estate. Filled with not even nice industry. It's just like this belching, disgusting industry. Look, it's making donuts, and maybe these guys can make the bagels, because I think Bagelsville will be a little bit smaller than Donutsville when all said and done. Great. We'll go for the same sort of style, though, anyway. We'll go for these, like, curvy roads. Have them, like, come out here, and this should hopefully help us with our population problems. I don't think it really matters if you have too many T-junctions here, because these roads aren't going to actually be too busy. I mean, especially once we get sort of, like, mass transit and stuff in, it should be fine. So we can just make, like, these weird patterns and not worry too much. I think intersections are the big one. You don't want to have too many, like, four-way intersections, but T-junctions are generally okay. The traffic flows, like, all right on them and stuff, so fine. All right, Bagelsville. Let us get some much-needed water. Of course, you can't make bagels in real life without water. Much like anything else, really. I mean, when you think about it, most food, after it's been sort of manufactured or made into something, requires some form of water. Indeed, much like all human life. So, there you go. A little tip for you if you weren't too aware of the benefits of water and the effects that water have on humans in general. You need it. And in this case, obviously, just to make bagels, which is pretty important. We're going to need electricity as well. We don't need to worry too much about that. Let's get painting. Oh, man, I love this, like, painting tool. It's so good. Just get in here and get your paint on in a mad way. We're also going to have some commercial in here for the residents of Bagelsville, because we don't want them to have to travel into Donutsville, because they are in competition. If they can avoid going over to Donutsville, that would be great. We'll make Bagelsville like Donutsville. Maybe not as nice, because we favor Donutsville for obvious reasons. Because, I mean, donuts are delicious, and they're covered in sugar, which everybody likes as well. In most cases, unless you get, like, those healthy donuts that have, like, nuts and, like, bits of fruit and stuff in them. Maybe those ones not so much, but I mean, certainly the ones that have sprinkles and glazing and stuff on them, yes. I mean, absolutely just covered in sugar. Let's do something like this with these power lines. We'll have some power lines come up past Trashland. We're going to want to expand Trashland, so we might have to, like, rethink that at some point. But for now, that's okay. Power seems to be holding up because we got that big coal power plant at Disney World. And we also have, well, a bunch of turbines, and of course, this morose turbine over here that nobody knows quite how it got there or what it's doing. That's fine. Great. And once people start moving in, as you can see, the demand for residential has gone way down. We are gaining people every day now. Look at that. We're up to, like, plus 101 people. And that's thanks to this sudden influx of people wanting to move into Bagelsville. People are really having to go back to the drawing board and think hard now. Residents of Donutsville, who are quite happy with donuts and donut manufacturing in general, are staying put. But some people are saying, hang on. Bagels are probably a bit healthier, actually. And they're more sustenance as well. I mean, obviously, if you eat a bagel, it does a slow release of energy throughout the day. A donut, if you eat that, will give you a sugar high for about 10 minutes, and then you'll crash and burn. And the rest of your day will be completely flushed down the toilet. So most of those people who have that sort of sensibility to them are now moving to Bagelsville, and they're going to take up permanent residence here. We're going to have to look at like getting some schools and services over here too, actually. We don't want these people over here to be without. So we're going to get a fire station. Where do we want to put the fire station? I'm going to put it like here. This is sort of going to be like, we haven't done... there's not really a through road, actually. I think we've planned Bagelsville a bit poorly. Compared to how Donutsville... See, Donutsville has like this cool intersection and a street that's going to eventually lead into the city. Bagelsville is going to have some sort of like bypass thing that they can get to Bagelsville from, but also to the city. And they might actually have to go up and use the roundabout, which is not the best, actually. I don't think we really want to do that. We don't really want to force too much traffic onto this roundabout because already it's like the sort of crux of the whole region. It might not be the case forever, but still. We might have to think about getting some sort of bypass in place, and we can maybe just do that. I think if we go for the old straight road, just have it sort of literally just come off like this, and then it can head into nowhere for now, but we can eventually connect it up and then start forming downtown, which will be sort of like down here. Oh, Mux, look at all this pollution. It's so bad. Okay, fine. We'll leave that for future anyways, so that we know roughly where we want to put it. And we will think about getting some commercials set up in here for the fine people of Bagelsville. They're going to want all sorts of bagel shops set up so that when they go for their morning jogs and they're listening to, like, I don't know, Kenny G or whatever on their iPads or iPods, sorry. You can't really jog with an iPad, can you? I mean, some people do, but wow, Boomtown. Oh, we did it. Oh, I think we get the large roundabout now, and the nice fireworks, which apparently was actually added recently in the patch. I wasn't just tripping out. It was the case. They weren't there. It's quite nice, actually, isn't it? Great. Okay, so we get a new area, which is fantastic. Transport we've unlocked. Level 3 unique buildings. We get the bus, which is going to be great. Or industry specialization, which I haven't really done much with the specializations, actually. I've done a bit with the agriculture. Was a little bit disappointed that there's no fields and stuff, but we can take a look at that after anyway. Policies, recycling, and we can legalize marijuana as well, which might be a nice thing, actually, for the people of both Donutsville and Bagelsville. Which we'll need to set a district for. We've unlocked the roads, as I said, and we've also unlocked, this wonder of technology, advanced wind turbine. We've got a bay as well, which should be quite good for generating clean power out there in the bay, despite the fact that the bay is so heavily polluted that nobody would ever even dream about going in there unless they wanted to come back out of the bay with like extra eyes and just maybe like an arm growing out of their chest or whatever. We got the bus depot, which is handy, and cemeteries as well. Wonderful. Oh my god, we can really spook out everybody in Donutsville and Bagelsville with cemeteries now, which would be nice. Let's go back onto full speed. Where did I actually place a fire station in the end? I didn't. Man, okay, we're gonna have to put it like... Let's put it here, actually. No, because that's actually got pretty good access already. Let's shove it here and see if that provides good enough coverage for the people of Bagelsville. I think we just need to wait for the fire truck to actually get out onto the road and then do some sort of touring around, do some fire patrols. I think fire trucks do that. Sometimes you just see fire trucks driving around, don't you? And they're not in a rush to get anywhere. The sirens aren't on or anything. And I think that's what they're doing. I think they're just like out there on patrol waiting for the inevitable fire to strike. Police coverage seems to be okay, from what I can tell. Everything looks blue. That's usually a pretty good sign, right? Crime rate is low. We have a 6% crime rate, apparently, so maybe we could do with having another police station at some point, but not straight away. We're going to want to educate the people of Bagelsville, and also we're probably going to want to get a high school if we don't have... Oh, we already did put a high school. Okay, so we've got a high school over there. So that is the Donutsville High School. We're going to want to have the Bagelsville High School as well. Bagelsville High School can maybe go... If it's going to fit here... Okay, it fits here. Perfect. Because this is sort of like the city center for Bagelsville. Again, not as nice as the one at Donutsville. But we'll have the elementary school right across the road too. And all of these people now will be reeling. Look at that. All the houses are upgrading. Actually, Bagelsville looks quite nice from up here. It's pretty cool. Great. Let's set the district for it too. We'll get in here in a major way and set this whole district. This is going to be the sort of Bagelsville bypass, which we'll sort of build on later. But this is Bagelsville. And it's not really shaped like a bagel, and it's also called Amity Hills for now. Come on, Chirpy, get out of the way. Bagelsville. So Bagelsville is now a thing. Thanks for the suggestion. I would have never thought to have Bagelsville and Donutsville side by side, but now it's a thing. They exist. They're coexisting together, and we need a cemetery. All right, we'll build a cemetery for both. Look, all the dead bodies are starting to pile up. Where do we want to have a nice cemetery? I feel like a cemetery is nice to sort of be somewhat out of the way. But also, it's a nice place to go, isn't it? Sometimes people like to eat their lunch in a cemetery. Sometimes, maybe. I mean, if you work next to a cemetery, I guess. They're nice enough, right? I mean, the cemeteries in France are really nice. Like, they really do a great job with cemeteries. The ones in England aren't too bad. They're a lot older and maybe not, like, kept as well. I mean, if you're a cemetery caretaker and this has offended you, it goes without saying, I am sorry. But that's just personal opinion. These are the things that I've noticed. The ones in France are very nice. The ones in England, not so much. And that might cause a bit of tension, and I'm sorry about that. Is that going to look okay here if I put it here? Yeah, it will, actually. That's quite nice. So the people that are coming into Donutsville for the very first time will drive by this wonderful cemetery. But it's all closed off, so you don't have to look at like all the gravestones and stuff and get too sad. You can just drive by, go about your business, and actually it looks quite picturesque here, doesn't it? I mean, the rest of the town is suffering, and the bodies are piling up as well. But hopefully whoever works at the cemetery here will drive around, pick them all up in the meat wagon, take them back and bury them 6 feet under the filthy, rotten soil. Great. A building has burnt down. How did this happen? We actually do have fire coverage close by here. Maybe it's not adequate. We're going to have to plow away all of the rubble, which is a real shame. And we probably want to set a district for what we sort of commonly refer to up here as Disney World somehow. Don't even ask me. I don't even know. Maple District. Garments Limited. Oops, I didn't actually click on the thing. So, Disney World. This is Disney World. Disneyland can be the smaller one down here. That'll be nice. And we probably want to think about getting buses and stuff, too. How are we doing with our monuments here? Oh, okay. We've unlocked a couple, actually. Fountain of Life and Death we've got. We've also got a Statue of Wealth, a Statue of Shopping as well, which is quite nice. We have Mall of Moderation. Look at this. This mall is not so posh, but has a lot of small, cheap shops. Requirement for building the medical center. Okay, that's good to know. And we have unlocked nothing in here. Colossal Order offices. That'll be pretty cool. Official Park. There's some other stuff. Courthouse. What's this? Grand Mall? Okay. Well, I mean, we can get a shopping mall set up anyway. We can also buy new land. It's all happening. Holy jeez. We're making a lot of money. We have 78,000 in the bank. We're earning like just over 1,900 a day now, which is good. Population is growing a little tiny bit, and our population total is just up to 3.4 thousand. 3.4 thousand. It's not even worth saying, is it? It's just like such a small amount. And check it out. The bagel store is actually on fire because they tried to cook too many bagels at the same time. Shame on you, Bagelsville. And where is your fire coverage? God, the fire coverage is really bad. I guess putting it on that road probably wasn't the best. Maybe we should think about... this will be great. We can relocate this building to here, and hopefully the coverage will be a tiny bit better. Have it right across the street from the... Oh my god. They went really unhappy, and then they went really, really happy again. Great. Let's call this one the Bagelsville Bagelsville Memorial Fire Station. Oh my god. Oh, it does it. There is a character limit. This is the Bagelsville Memorial Fire Stasio. There we go. It's like Spanish, I guess. Great. The coverage still isn't amazing. We're going to have to maybe look at that. It may be a case of getting some more. Look at that. We're going to have to get another one. I think it's because of all the twisty roads and stuff. I guess it just like affects the coverage. We're going to have to knock down some houses here, potentially, just to get better coverage. Oh, look at that. Look, the coverage just sort of like drops off. Like, look at where it's just like a, nope, we're not going down this road. We are not going, oh, no, we're still not going down this road. Okay, fine. Be that as it may, fireman, I am the mayor, and I will come down there and force you to. Oh, man, I think Trashland is suffering. Is the dump? Yeah, the dump is actually full, too, if you can believe that. We're going to have to expand Trashland ever so slightly, and we're going to have to also fix these power lines. Or are we joined up? Ah, we are joined up. Look, we don't need these power lines because Disneyland has managed to somehow join up to Bagelsville. Wonderful. Okay, great. So we can ditch these power lines then. I mean, I don't know about you guys. Power lines are okay. They're not my favorite, though. I like to just bulldoze them down when I get a chance because, I don't know, it's not the best. Paths. Oh my god, so excited. I really love paths. I really love building these paths to connect up all these neighborhoods and stuff. Even if it means knocking down houses, I'm not proud. I'll do it. We want to make sure that these people can easily get to this sort of like commercial center for Bagelsville. We also want to make sure that some of these people are able to get to this. Well, I guess they can get to the school easy enough. They can get to this school easy enough too. And they probably need some parks here in Bagelsville too. What's this one? Plaza with picnic tables. Oh, that'll be nice actually. Should we get a plaza with picnic tables right across the street in this sort of like little city center that we've got going here for Bagelsville? That'll be nice. And which is this one? This is just a small park that we can maybe just like shove in and amongst here. Around here. Oh my god, look at that. The land value of this Bagelsville is now shooting up. It's like skyrocketing. It's like the new place to be. Everybody can't get enough of Bagelsville. They all want to move in. They all want to eat the bagels. They want to live healthy. They want to live young and free and healthy in Bagelsville. That can be like another postcard. Look at that. No? Of just Bagelsville? Look at that. Here's the slogan too, if you're wondering. Live young, live free, live in Bagelsville. There you go. See? It's a postcard inviting people to come and actually live in Bagelsville, not even just to visit Bagelsville. Fantastic. All right. So garbage is piling up, and that's because there's like a whole motorcade of garbage trucks coming out of the new dump. The old dump is full. We're going to have to start incinerating trash as soon as we can unlock that garbage incinerator, which will be nice. The garbage does seem to be piling up in Donutsville, which actually, sadly, we haven't really spent too much time in Donutsville today. We did give it a cemetery, however, and it's likely that Bagelsville will need its own cemetery as well. How much is a cemetery? Oh, and I just realized as well, we probably need a medical clinic in here somewhere too. Let's get it down here. This is like the service center of Bagelsville. Look at this. Everything that you could possibly need is at this T-junction here. And everybody's quite happy for it too, it looks like. Yeah, there's no abandoned buildings. Nothing has burnt down or anything, so that's good. Let us get the cemetery of Bagelsville set up as well. God, we're really ripping into the money here, but we're still doing very well, so it doesn't really matter overly. We'll get it along this road here so that it's like somewhat out of the city, but still close enough for people to come visit. And of course, we will get a path. We'll have a dirt path that goes to it. I think that'll be nice. Can we do this? Yeah, we can. Look at that. There's a dirt path now that gets you right to the cemetery. Oh, that's wonderful. And we can also have like a stone or whatever path that goes down here and meets it on the other. Oh, that is wonderful. I'm sorry, guys. I just think that that is the best thing in the entire world. We'll get some nice palm trees down here for old Bagelsville. Make it look all nice. Look, we can get a palm tree in here too. And let's fill up this like little area here with some trees. Just really make it look nice so that when people are walking around down here in this like sort of mini city center that's really loud, and there's sirens everywhere, they got some nice stuff to look at. They've got some nice bushes and palm trees to look at. You can get like some little tiny bushes. Oh, look at this. Right next to, what's that again? Is that the medical center or is that the fire station? Look at, we can have like a nice row of bushes. Oh man, I could just do this forever. I love doing stuff like this. Just like spending my time placing bushes along a path that nobody seems to even be using. Look, nobody really wants to go and eat their lunch. Oh, one person is. Oh my god, one person is going to eat their lunch at the cemetery. Can you believe it? That is the spookiest thing I've ever seen. Look at all of these kids milling around out here. Milling around outside the high school. They live right across, or sorry, well, they don't actually live at the high school, but their high school is situated directly across the street from the fire station, which means that every field trip for Bagelsville High is every field trip that Bagelsville High go on is the fire station. They it's like a weekly event. They just cross the road and they get to watch the firemen polish their trucks, unwind their hoses, and all sorts of other sexual innuendos relating to firefighters and high school kids. Oh god. Anyway, a renegade group of archaeologists discovered the pyramids again are indeed a landing platform for aliens. Some people seem to think that that was a Stargate reference. I wouldn't know. I mean, I haven't like kept up with Stargate at all. I remember watching it when it first came out in like the 90s or whatever, briefly, and that was it. So it's unfortunately a reference that is completely lost on me. All right, great. Donutsville has a cemetery and all the services it needs. Everybody seems happy. We've got the tip here, which is now fixed. Traffic seems to be flowing okay. We have a population of just coming up to 4,000 people, which is not too bad. It's pretty slow going, but again, it's the way that I like to play these games. No real sort of choke points for traffic. Everything seems to be going okay. This road will probably be upgraded into like a 6-laner or something like that when it sort of starts going into like the downtown area. But for now, so far so good. We seem to be doing all right with all this, actually. It's going well. It's looking pretty nice so far, in my opinion. I quite like it. I like the fact that we've added all these paths and stuff into Bagelsville, and indeed Donutsville as well. There's a massive demand for industry, which we can tackle next time probably. There's a little bit of demand for commercial. Bagelsville could do with a couple of more commercial establishments. And I think next time as well, when we come back, we'll do the industrial stuff, but we'll also maybe around here somewhere, we'll set up some sort of like mall complex. We'll actually, we'll build this mall probably. And at the mall, we'll build like a bus station and like some overpasses, pedestrian overpasses, and just make it actually look a little bit like a mall, hopefully. Have all the buses sort of like converge there so that we can connect up all the industry, Donutsville and Bagelsville with mass transit as well, which would be great. And we can totally afford it too because we're flush. I mean, we're totally flush. Money is just not a problem right now for us at all. Services seem to be good. Well, I say that. Services were good. We can do this. I think we can actually build these out here. This is going to produce 20 megawatts. Here, it's going to produce... So these are kind of cool, actually. You need to place them on water. They've got solar panels on them, plus they spin as well. And it can add to the whole mystery of this entire area over here as to how these things even got here and how they produce so much power. Look, let's start with 2. We're going to build 2 of these things out here in the bay, and they're just going to whoosh around. We can get some power lines connected up like this because we can place them in the water. And our electricity availability has just shot up now. Look at that. Fantastic. Look, they don't look too bad either. Look, they're just like out there in the bay. More mystery for the whole region here. Everybody is just reeling. Nobody knows what's going on. With the confirmed reports about the archaeologists talking about the pyramids and stuff as well, everybody is suspecting foul play. And it's just a matter of time, of course, before John Grisham turns up and sort of cracks the whole UFO case to do with Bagelsville and Donutsville, which will be interesting to watch. It's going to be like a 7-act extravaganza set across like 14 different seasonal series, with the usual mid-season hiatus and stuff as well. So in about 65 years, we'll know the full outcome of the story after it's like been fully aired and is available in box sets and stuff like that. It'll be great. All right, well, that's probably way more than enough random rambling from me for today. City Skylines, it's out tomorrow. If you're excited about it, you should be. It's great. It's really good fun. And I hope that you're enjoying watching this still. I hope you're enjoying watching Donutsville and Bagelsville now blossom into fully fledged towns and stuff. And there's more work to do. Well, there's a lot more work to do. And as long as people are enjoying it, we will carry on that work. And then when people stop enjoying it, I will carry on that work all on my lonesome. Because I'm so committed to this town and this coast. Okay, great. Well, as usual, thanks very much for watching. And I'll see you next time.